since the last time you guys have all met up, and you guys have probably all like more or less moved on to different like things in your life. Is the audio playing for you guys? Can't.
Oh wait.
I don't hear the music.
Negative.
Or maybe
I
it's
don't
just
hear
me.
music.
And it's
Man, I
on.
just realized I
here.
haven't leveled up in Roll20. Shit. I'll do that real quick.
Tisk tisk.
Neither have I.
Okay, you'll have time.
I was still picking spells.
A year has passed since you guys kind of last were in Casimir, dealing with the Moonlit King, and I think that you guys have all probably like kind of moved on with your lives to some degree, and maybe you're still spending time together and going on adventures, or maybe you're just enjoying like the last year of downtime, but you've all gained a bit of power in that time anyway. That is way louder now. But on this Hallows Eve, you wake up and find yourselves here, surrounded by your erstwhile companions, and facing a familiar entity.
Well,
What are we
familiar
doing
to some
here?
of us.
What is this?
Familiar to some of you.
I was gonna say,
Actually,
I
I
slept
forgot.
through that one.
Some of you hadn't seen it before.
Oh,
Fuck.
this again.
This
What's
Sorry,
giant,
is this
gigantic
You know what
willow
this
wisp.
is?
Crom? Crom. I need you to be very quiet.
I don't feel like being very quiet. Explain to me what's going on.
Ah, my
Yes.
old friends. So good of you to join me again.
Who are you exactly?
Oh, you I suppose you were resting the last time. The last time I invited you along.
Is that what you call it now? Inviting?
Well, you were certainly my guest for the evening, and I was hoping to extend that invitation again. I wouldn't want to get cross with all of you.
Please
course
do not
not,
get
of course
cross
not.
with us. That would be
and-
horrible,
Why?
horrible for us.
I think that this giant will-o-wisp kind of like glimmers with like a faint red flash for like just a moment.
We fought scarier things than him before.
Crom, Ileana, Frederick, this is the Night King.
The
Night
Lantern
who?
King.
Lantern King, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lantern King, my
looks
dear.
like he's in a garden.
Lantern
Are you sure he's not the planter king?
Perhaps.
What
it's a giant skull inside of this thing seems to turn toward Crom, and in a moment, Crom just turns from the barbarian into like a pig, and the Lantern King says,
Ah, that's better. He was getting just a touch annoying, but I must say, I'm enjoying the dynamic of the group that I've gathered here. It should be quite amusing when you tackle this favor I've asked of you. I don't know why I chose an even more annoying animal than the one he was before.
Yeah, I'm sorry about him. He doesn't have a whole lot of a filter. And Frederick will actually take off his hat, as like a respect, like in the presence of royalty thing.
"Sure."
Jack Jones like snaps his bracers against his skin and then turns into his adventuring gear because chances are he was not wearing that before.
I think
and
you all find that you've got all your normal adventuring gear
Yeah.
on you.
Well,
Whether or
my
not
bracers
that's...
let me change magically clothing wise, so I'm assuming that I was just like.
Well, sure.
taking from somewhere.
Everyone else but you had their normal adventuring gear on, but luckily you have your bracers, which allow you to have it. The Lantern King kind of sets his gaze back on you all and says,
It so happens that I'm in the mood for a country home, and I've found an excellent candidate. The problem is the previous occupants are quite loath to leave, and I was hoping you all would go in and clear the place out for me. I sent a group in earlier, but they don't seem to have made too much progress.
But if you're the king, don't you have the power to just exile them?
I can exile them or do whatever I want with them. And in fact, I think I'm going to exercise my Hallows Eve powers to do just that. It's so much more interesting to send you all in and see how you tackle the problem, or how it tackles you. In fact,
Jack.
Am I still
Yes,
a pig?
Eliana.
Do we
You're
get
you're a
something out
pig.
of this?
Yeah, you're a pig for now, but the Lantern King looks at you and he says,
I don't expect you to be on your best behavior, but that's really all that I needed to say. You're permitted to spend this evening however you like, but if you don't accomplish what I've asked of you, or at least give it your best effort, I'll see about visiting you all in your normal life, if in fact you manage to keep hold. And
Oh,
he
Lord.
winks.
Oh Lord.
He winks out of existence.
What was that, Eliana? You were saying?
Well, it sounds like. Well, I don't think we're gonna get anything out of it, but if we don't do it, then we'll definitely get something, and that something doesn't sound good.
You guys remember the story we told you of when me and Saria were sent to the what was it, the Night Forest?
The Feywild.
The Feywild? I want to say night everything.
Whoops.
Everything's
I
night.
mean,
He appears again. He says, "Sorry about that," and turns Crom back into a human.
Crom, I could have
Oh,
turned a pig
I've never
with
been
you.
porked like that before.
No, you'll want to save your magic. This is
This
not gonna
is
be good.
going to be fun.
to be honest with you, Jack, I've drank quite a few times since then. I don't remember that story all that well.
You met
Well,
the strange people and you helped that imbecile man? The
well, I
Dolan?
mean, we know
Whatever
that
his
he's
name is?
well, Donald. You remember saving him just a year or so ago, don't you?
I've had a lot to drink since then.
Yeah, same here. And I high five Crom.
Crom, do you
know
have
what?
children now?
Oh no.
That's a good question.
That is a good
I
question.
don't think so.
Oh,
Probably because I think Crom has been spending his time trying to build up sort of like a mercenary company, because ultimately he wants to go find out what happened to his people. So he's probably been training fighters and getting drawing competent warriors to him. Doesn't have time for a family other than being with Maris.
Oh, so he
Gotcha.
hasn't even been trying to have kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
In the
dragging
sense
kids
that one
along
who
with
has
him.
sex a lot doesn't try to have kids.
Yeah, he's been pulling out a little.
Yeah, I'm the pullout king. He's the Lantern King. I'm the pullout king.
That's actually his secret rage power.
Yeah.
As you guys look ahead, you see a mansion, a towering.
Oh
just
my
inside the-
god. Oh my god. I know what's in store because I can
Small-
see this.
a small wagon,
What is he-
decorated in
it's
green and blue.
Scooby-Doo.
Green and blue
Oh
hints
no.
at the presence of the adventurers that the Lantern King had sent in before you.
I
Did you
I approached
design
the
this
wagon.
map, by the way?
Yeah.
It looks
and
beautiful.
It does look
inspect it
awesome.
further.
All right, you do what?
I approach this wagon and inspect it further.
It appears to be full of
Mammary Masha. What is that?
quite a few things, and on the side of it, you can read in bright flowing script the conundrum contraption.
Beautiful.
Copyright free.
Commander Conception.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. This
What
is
is
my
this?
own invention.
Hey,
This
Can
isn't
I
based on anything.
have I heard of these people before?
I think you've heard of. Yeah, let's see. No, I don't think you've heard of them. You guys are like big time adventurers, all right? Like these guys
Yeah.
are like
Well,
like
in fairness,
10.5
I'm-
fucking punks at best.
I'm in close league with the commander of the City Watch, so or the constabulary. So
And also, I
mean,
know
might have-
everything, so I take a 10 and I have 21.
Yeah, you've heard of these guys. They kind of wander around. There's a guy in there who's like super fond of what is that?
Pot?
What is that plant?
Weed?
A devilweed. That's
Of
that's
course.
a lot less.
So he's still smoking weed. We can still
Yeah.
say he's smoking weed. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of like dog food in the back of the wagon.
What is this? Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Crom, don't eat that. That's not.
Crom
that's-
is
not
Just
ours.
let the man explore his newfound taste.
it's very crunchy. Feels like it's got a good vitamin and mineral
Jack
content.
leans down to Ileana and says, "Isn't that kibble?" Like,
Yes, it is. It is
Was this
some type
trail
of
mix?
kibble. But he
No,
was
it's
just a pig,
it's kibble,
so
and
this
it's
will
only
work.
for extremely strong men.
Oh gosh.
Ah,
The
I
likes
grab
of
another handful.
the likes of me would never think of eating such a powerful,
It's good to know your place.
difficult food. Yes, sir. He bows and just walks around the cart with a fucking huge grin on his face as he presses
Jack
past
Jones.
Jack.
And then I
Jack
just
looks at
roll
Frederick
their
and
eyes.
says, "Have you gotten funnier in the last year?"
I've been practicing.
You've been on the
I
road.
think- He gives him a high five. Like I give Frederick a high five for
Hell yeah.
his comedy.
So
Fucking-
what's
I
the
miss this
deal
character
with
so
Wagon
much.
Train?
So, what are we doing here? I'm sorry, I was distracted by being turned into a pig.
Perhaps these were the adventurers that the Lantern King sent in before us. But if I recall, he doesn't like to make things easy, and chances are whatever's in that house. Oh my lord! Look at that house. I
It's
wonder if he wants
to-
Looking a
miraculous.
little green around the gills.
Looks a little bit foreboding.
Um,
The Lantern
I'd
King has
say it's
asked
almost
you all
5
to,
voting.
to clear it out for him.
It appears to be glowing also, if I'm
Beautiful
not
glow.
mistaken.
Do I know anything about this house? Like, have I been here before? Is this another plane of existence? I have so many questions.
I think that you had probably heard of the Holloway House that was just
Holloway.
north of Pigsmall, the village that you guys had been to last Halloween. Quite a bit further of a trek. You guys are kind of haunted mansion veterans, though. You've already crushed 2 of them.
So I'm burning this one down.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Can-
answer.
Can we
here
open
is
with
to
the
burn
burning
it
this
down.
one down?
Oh, it says here in the module that the mist from the forest is just too damp to actually burn it down. It says it in the module.
Crom, if I recall, the Lantern King, he's very particular. He wants things done his way, which sometimes means doing things not your way. Which
Well, I mean, look at it though, Jack. It's mostly a stone structure. I bet we could burn most of it and just fund
Sure,
he
you
the
could
wants
the
it
roof
for
collapse in?
himself. I don't think that would be wise.
I mean,
and
he's
being
like
that he has power
I think
all
it would be
of all of
enjoyable.
nature and could easily destroy our lives with the blink, or even worse, send us to some far off plane of existence.
So
I'd
he-
rather not piss him off.
So you're saying because I'm a druid, he would spare me, right?
He's
As
saying
you say
he'll
that,
give you a
Eliana,
slow death.
you miraculously turn into a pig for like a second, and then back into a dwarf.
But that's
Oh,
kind of
God.
normal for her, right?
So this is.
No.
I guess she
I-
can do
I-
that on her own.
I
Yeah.
turn into much. Well, pigs are actually really cute. So they're
More dignified
dignified.
animals.
It probably looks unnatural instead of like the way she normally does it.
Mhm.
Well, I suppose this is all a game to him then, and he,
Precisely.
We are his amusement for the evening.
I intend to win.
You hear an ethereal giggle. Right.
is Peter Griffin in this game?
Bad.
Hey, Lois.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I
Okay.
hope that becomes canon. That the Lantern King is actually Peter Griffin in the afterlife. I
I
want
mean,
that
it
to be.
could be. Yeah, I mean, I'm down with that. Yeah, as you guys advance up steps, you find the main door of this very nice looking mansion.
Wow, I almost said plea. Jack snaps his fingers and pulls out Clarity and says, "Clarity, we've got work to do."
I cast detect magic towards the door
I-
just to see if we have anything waiting for us.
It's like a flashbang of magic goes off.
Okay,
you're-
everything's magical. We're back in
Yep.
the wilds. We're gonna die.
It does not feel great, and I think that your prior experience has let you know that you feel like you're in like the thin place, and you feel like a lot of the same sort of energy that you had felt when you were in the Lantern King's playground.
Yep.
For
Same old games. Yep, we're yep.
I think he's been very straight up with you about his intentions for this particular thing.
Jack,
He's like,
I
I'm
feel
fucking
like
with you.
Jack, for certain, and possibly Saria too, I won't speak for her character, is kind of like shaken at the fact that we've got to do something for the Lantern King. Because like the rest of you guys don't remember the gruesome horror that was dealing with the Lantern King.
I mean, I don't think Frederick is thrilled about being forced into a situation like this. He only does things for profit or entertainment, and this
you
is
can try
neither.
to take on the Lantern King. I think he's only like a CR 30.
And we've
Oh,
got
and what?
barbarian.
All it takes is one good dominate mind.
I didn't pick that up.
I don't think that that's true.
Okay.
On
The only
his
way
part,
to go is forward.
Let's head in. Just remember, we're here for his entertainment.
I don't know what
After
that
make it a
you,
good one.
my
I
kibble-worthy
assume if he brought
friend.
meat, he wants me to kill lots of things.
Aye, probably. Let's do it.
perhaps.
Hopefully they're evil.
Have to get your
Alright.
kibble.
Crom will walk through the door because
I did
Crop
not
is-
whisk over somewhere.
Okay.
I was
gonna-
whisked to somewhere.
I'm gonna whisk you guys to where
oh yeah,
to after the door opens and you
Get all
you
up in my
step
battery.
inside. You find a foyer and a few of those companions of those adventurers that you had been warned might be in here.
Does anybody else see it?
I do now.
Ah, there we go.
You find the group of 4 adventurers that some of you might have heard about from the conundrum contraption outside, and a familiar gunslinger who
You.
last time.
Leo
Hey,
something, right?
Yeah, you're the guy with the things and the. What are
The
you doing?
boomsticks.
Well, I'm not really sure.
You're
Nice
actually
guy.
here?
Travis, Leopold was pulled in with Lantern King, just as you had been the last time. Finding yourself tasked with accompanying these adventurers into coming into this house and attempting to clear it out. At the
This
moment,
isn't
you
me.
guys haven't accomplished too much except for entering the place, looking around ineffectively for clues. Well, I think that you were attracted to this kind of locked cage door off to the left that looks like it leads toward that large glass kind of domed part of the mansion depicted there. But it's locked, and you can't seem to find a way through.
Jack approaches the adventurers in the middle of the room and
so I'm killing these 4.
and snaps his fingers, puts Clarity away, and says, "Hello, I'm Jack Jones. Who are you, fine folk?"
Zoinks! I didn't know that the Lantern King was hiring even more folks for this. And the blonde man in knightly armor steps up and says, "Hail and well met there, friends."
Hello.
I'm gonna actually share with you guys.
So like, which
Crom, these are friends. These are the conundrum contraption, I guess.
Are you sure, Jack?
Sure.
Because the Lantern King's instructions are pretty clear. He said clear
See,
out the house.
yeah, it kind of looks like a bitch.
He
I
gave
go?
us that same mission. I gather that he was talking about the ne'er-do-wells dwelling in this man.
Do I believe him?
Oh
you don't detect deception.
There we go.
So, I mean, I'll have fun with it here and there, but I think you'd have to roll exceptionally bad to see a lie where one does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I hold my hand up towards Crom and say, these are probably the adventurers he sent in before us. We have no reason to suspect otherwise, and I recognize that one. That one over there is useful. And he points at Leopold.
How's it going, Jack?
That's true. Did you come in with these?
Good to see
people?
that gunslinger again.
You've never met him, Ayana.
Well, I think I've seen you before, but I don't think you were awake at the time.
Well,
Sorry, that came out wrong. Sorry, that was.
I remember Jack Jones describing a really fine gun shooter, so it must be you.
Well, I've never been described as fine before, but I'll take it.
I mean, you're not as good as he, but
Jack looks at Leopold and says, "Shut up, Daddy," and then gives him a wink.
All right, then. There's Jack.
And I'm going to copy and paste some custom rules into the Discord for all of you to view. I'm just going to paste it in Rise of the Rune Lords. That's my game. This is too long. Well, let's break it up.
It is pretty annoying that Discord doesn't just break it up automatically.
Yeah.
So, a quick out of game thing. Y'all got sucked in here by Lantern King.
Yeah.
Yeah. He.
So did you.
Yeah.
He did the thing that he did last time, and hopefully, luckily, Dolan is actually a guy named Donald, and he's all better now. He's actually a knight, turns out, like a legit knight, not just the knight that we made him, but like all noble and everything. And we've kind of cleared up the fog that was in his mind. Yeah. He's a lot better now. Things are doing good in Old Casimir. How have things been in? You were Irison, Ustalav, one of those, right?
We were in Ustalav. Things have been complicated.
I imagine things are in Ustalav.
Sorry, what was that?
I imagine things are in Ustalav. It's got a reputation.
Yeah.
Okay. I just pasted a link.
Okay.
I think that you guys can review these, and I think it's more fun if everyone has access to all of them. But these are some custom things that I have I've put into place here to hopefully encourage you to play in the spirit of the adventure as I'm imagining it.
Okay.
There are objectives that award you survivor points, which you guys I'll trust to keep track of on your own, and then there are survivor powers, which you will be able to use for different survivor point costs. You earn them by completing objectives, as highlighted in the top bit.
Well, give me a minute or two or several to read this.
Actually, this is. I really should have just given you guys this in the beginning, probably.
That's okay, but there is several pages to read.
So is this like a scary movie scenario?
I think you could think of it that way.
Yeah.
So totally out of character. I freaking love that Travis is here. That's a awesome surprise.
I wondered why he was hanging out in the AFK channel. I was like, something's up.
I asked him if he could join us last week when I realized that my game was set on the 30th. He agreed.
I always enjoy some Lantern King shenanigans. And again, I didn't exactly know what was gonna happen.
No.
I don't think any of us do still, honestly.
You're also
We're in for a surprise.
Should I be fully healed, though?
Yes.
Okay.
You should also be level 10. Are you level 10 in this game?
Ooh, I'm level 7. I can do that very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably do that. I think that would be wise.
But don't forget, you gotta change it back for Chris's game.
No,
well, this is Dolls.
This is different. Yeah, I just realized his character in my game was only whatever level he was when we ported him
level
over.
7-ish.
So yeah, that's what he is. That would be why. So they're basically obvious things. Let's split up and search for clues. If you guys reduce your number or split into different groups, you get points for that. If you abandon your companions in a combat, you get points for that. Help me, I think, is like a really good one, especially for you high charisma characters. You can essentially taunt an ally to taunt the enemy on your behalf. And they only get out of it if they fail a will save. If you have sex in the in the course of the adventure, you get points for that.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I am established as bi. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people for me to have sex with.
A lot of options. Yeah, you get points by basically passing your turn in combat to beg for your life. Yeah, and you get a lot of strange powers.
So the first set is just like ways you power up your powers, like
right.
You get survivor points.
Ways that you get points.
It doesn't matter the highest charisma, lowest will say. Those things are just like.
Those were my original like ideas for like gotcha. Who would get different things, and now they're basically suggestions for what fits your character.
Okay.
Or like a low int character might be better at to take let's split up and search for clues.
Okay. Let's see. Something's coming. I feel like lone survivor may have been cut off.
Oh. It's very possible.
You may spend 1 point of poof.
Oh shit. Straight up forgot that one. Or didn't finish it.
Okay, I think this is one of those situations where I'm just gonna have to play it to...
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. This is fun.
So gaining points is sounds like a bad thing.
Well, they are, because they're horror movie tropes.
Yeah.
Right. Because if a companion dies, you get more points, but I don't think you want any of your companions to die.
But if they happen to die...
So it's somewhat of like a risk reward thing as well as a player, but yeah, you have to pay the price of completing the objectives to get the points. And in some cases, it might be someone else has to pay the price for you to get the points.
I do like that you added the doesn't matter had sex.
I mean, we all knew that was going to be your favorite one.
Yeah.
This is an adult game. I like it.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Let's see.
Some of these I can't do. I have to be good. This would have been way more fun if I didn't have clarity.
I mean, you can do what you want.
That's true, but I have to maintain the use of my good sword to impress Ruwani Chelif, who is my love.
I have to be good for selfish reasons.
Yes.
For alignment reasons, that's a joke.
All right. For Lone Survivor, I'm just gonna say you get to pick 3 rage powers.
Woo!
Okay.
Well, we'll see how this works.
Yeah. Probably not well, but you know what? Fuck it.
It'll be fun.
You guys find yourselves in the
This
foyer,
is awful.
and the group that's already there said the like kind of nerdy witch hunter type one looks you all over and she says, "Oh, jinkies! I
Conundrum Corp.
We've got more than enough help now. I'm sure we're gonna solve this mystery in no time."
And what is your name?
Melva. Why do you
Lovely
ask?
to meet you, Melva. And Jack kind of like gives a bow and a wink.
Oh, can the other one be Dwarfney?
She blushes, I think, because Jack Jones is like really good looking, right?
Oh, Jack Jones is the hottest guy.
Yeah, just oozes sex appeal.
Mhm.
Melva kind of blushes when you do that, Jack, and she says, "Nice to meet you." And the blonde knight kind of looks a little bit miffed.
And then Jack extends his good hand to the knight in front of him, and I didn't get yours. What was it?
That would be Frederick.
Frederick.
says,
This is
shaking
also
your
a
hand.
Frederick, and I give him like a good strong handshake and like a nod of like.
Looks like you got
He grips your
competition.
hand even harder, and he says, "Frederick the Bold."
Bolt.
And he looks over at Frederick, who you mentioned, and he says, 2 Fredericks in this party, eh? Hope there's room enough for the both of us."
There's not room enough for one of you.
I'm sure there will be.
He says, "What say we all team up to tackle this mystery together? I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it in no time."
Who's the far lady by the stairwell? She hasn't spoken much.
The fire lady?
The far lady.
Oh, the far lady. She's 15 feet away from you. Not exceptionally far. But she steps up and she says, "Delphine, pleased to meet you." And kind of holds out her hand. She looks like she's like very well kept.
Jack takes her hand and like and gives another bow and then sort of like gives her a kiss on the hand as if he was like talking to like a noble lady.
Okay. I think Freddy frowns pretty deeply at and kind of like steps over, like kind of pulls Velma over to him in kind of that like jealous boyfriend type of way. But she smiles and winks at you. She says, "Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jones."
Yes, I assume we should probably introduce ourselves too. I mean, I'm Jack Jones, but this here is Ileana.
Hello. I love your red hair, by the way.
Yours too, dear.
This here is our Frederick. He's a bit of a laugh.
Is he now?
You could say that.
Sometimes
He likes
it's
to do
not that
that.
funny.
The Shaggy, fuck it, Shaggy. He's carrying a lute, and he says, "Oh, is that another bard?"
Ooh, so many competitions.
Hey, maybe we could play some music together after we finished whatever the hell this is.
Well,
If we
maybe
survive.
we'll play some during the adventure. I always like to put a little pep in everybody's step. They all kind of like look around foyer and say, "Well, I guess we ought to investigate this old house. It's a little spooky, but
Jack
I'm
looks
sure
over
we'll
at
be
Crom and
just
Saria
fine."
and says, "I'm sorry. Apparently, they're not interested in getting to know you."
Could be mutual.
The feeling's mutual.
I will say before we go on, we did kind of inspect your your wagon, and our dear friend, the tall dude, barbarian. He's a barbarian. Crom is his name. He ate some of the kibble, and so I don't know if
Yes,
you have
because he's a big, strong man, and only big, strong men can eat kibble.
So
That's
I
right.
don't.
I believe him, and I reach into my hip pouch and pull out a handful and start crunching on it.
Are you just carrying like a big
Noisily.
bag of their dog food over
Yeah,
your
I
shoulder?
scooped it out into one of my belt pouches or something, and I'm just this will be really good for keeping up my energy levels walking through this house.
And Frederick is making that face don't let up the joke. Don't ruin this for me.
Crom is crunching very loudly.
So I hope whatever companion you had, then you might need to get some more food.
I think Shaggy,
I would be happy to fund some of that. It will be fine.
Shaggy says, ain't no problem with that. Dog food is human food if you're fucking blazed enough. And he pulls out a bong and takes like a massive rip of deviled weed, and then he just grabs a handful of the food and the kibble and starts munching on it with you, Crom.
See, he knows he knows. He's a smart man here. You should take some pointers, Frederick.
His eyes are super bright red.
He's so much.
He's
look
got
at those
Terminator
arms.
red eyes.
He's way stronger, and look, he's already raging.
Yeah. Hey,
420 rage it, yo.
And any luck with that gate? You have not had any luck with.
No, not yet.
Well, fortunately, we brought our lockpick, and I slap Crom on the back heartily.
Okay.
Do you want me to smash it open?
Perhaps you can give it a shot. I'm gonna look over.
Why don't we have him give it a shot?
I mean, I could try.
I sort of slap the gunslinger, probably a little too hard.
Music.
Definitely asserting a little bit.
Okay.
I'll step forward a little bit and go, well, I just wanted to be a little bit more quiet about it in case there were some people here who weren't happy with our... I mean, I can give it a shot.
I cast guidance
on
you.
I am one of those people who is not happy about being here.
I think by examining this, Leopold, you see that it seems to take a very large key, and the material is incredibly strong. It doesn't look like any kind of locked gate that you've encountered before. Try giving her a shot.
You want me to blast lock, or do you want me to... Oh, no, because I'd ruin the lock if it doesn't work. I'll give it a shot with a lockpick.
Okay.
+1 on guidance.
If I shoot this thing and it doesn't work, I'm going to ruin the whole game. Or just shoot myself in the leg, and, well, I don't want that right now.
Can I see anything through the bars?
Yeah, you can see, I'm going to say that you can see, it's kind of dark in there, but you can see some kind of candles lit in the distance. So I will show you... I'll show you the first half. Of this room. And as you're looking through the bars, you can actually see that the keys on this piano are moving. And you kind of realize that you can hear faintly some piano music being played, echoing throughout the house.
This seems to be where the music is coming from. The piano is playing itself? Or something I can't see.
Totally out of character. The artwork's really cool, but also super creepy.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Did you make this? No?
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. And by the way, I love the... it's
I was just admiring that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think seeing the piano in the other room, I go, well, if it's anything like Harrowstone, it's probably a ghost.
Harrowstone?
Prison filled with spooky ghosts that we went through once. Actually, it's probably why I started...
Did you try to burn it down?
Multiple times,
I find burning
but it didn't
it down
work.
Works pretty good.
It's made of stone. took a lot.
Was also already kind of burned down.
Make it
Yeah.
really hot.
It burned down one time.
Yeah, they did it. They already had that idea.
Sounds like they didn't do it right the first time.
I think it's what
Clearly.
caused the ghosts.
Come on, are we through this door?
I attempted it.
I'm
but,
sorry. Yeah, you tried to disable the lock, but your pick kind of like breaks off.
Well, shit.
It doesn't feel like it's going to be within your means to pick it.
Jack is just like
Fixing it,
exploring this
deleting
room and
it.
like notices this door and just pulls it open, just looks inside.
Okay. As you pull it open, you agree with the next room.
Dining room?
See, appears to be just like a long, just kind of like a main kind of hallway
Like a
type
ballroom
room.
or something.
Yeah, it's not quite a ballroom, but
Oh yeah, it's a
it
central.
just kind of goes. It's
yeah.
just sort of a central room that has a lot of doors in it that lead to like other parts of the house.
Seem to be a lot of doors down that way. Let's see what's behind this one.
BRB, bathroom break.
Okay. This one opens and it leads to a pair of stairs that one that looks like it probably goes back toward that kind of main room, and another one that goes down a couple feet.
More stairs. Nothing interesting that way at the moment. And any luck with that door?
No, pick broke. So plus it's made out of something that I don't think I could.
What is
Perhaps
this
we
door
best
that
be
leads
looking
through?
for a key then. There's these big stairs here. Let's maybe go up
I mean, I
here.
can try to smash it. But, like, just smash.
I'll just
I
step
think we
back
have
in case your
plenty
axe
of other
breaks.
options in the meanwhile.
Yes.
It's been
The
20 minutes and I haven't smashed anything.
the conundrum company kind of looks around and says, "Well, that's a great idea. I'm sure there's a way through if we search this house thoroughly enough. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?"
Have you found
Get
anything
our
yet?
brain pulled out our asses.
Seems like you've been here a while.
We've walked through the place bit by bit, but be honest with you, I think it gave Shaggy here the creeps a little bit, and then of course we heard Leopold here entering the house, and we were getting caught up. We haven't found anything yet, but I'm sure we're on to something soon.
Well, we are quite a large group. Perhaps might be better if we break into small parties and search separately. You said you had explored the house a little bit. Perhaps maybe some of your group should go with some of our group, and
I think that's a fantastic idea. That's what Frederick says, and Shaggy kind of goes, "Oh, zoinks! Well, who do you think? Well, how do you think we ought to pair up?"
well, perhaps more than pairs. I mean, I don't know what's in here, but if it's anything like the ghost that Leopold,
Group up, whatever. I'm fucking high, man.
I want you on my team.
Just like
Come over here, Shaggy.
He kind of wanders over to you. And he's like,
Like Jack leans over and is like, "Give me a hit at that."
he pulls out his medieval bong, and it's adamantine.
It's
an adamantine
Excalibur.
bong.
Adamantine bong.
Yeah.
I
And,
take a hit.
Okay.
Oh,
there are rules
goodness.
for devil's weed.
Oh no. I'd probably suggest that if we go into groups of 3 and one group of 4, one of each from each group, or at least we try to. I haven't met this man yet, and I walk up behind the man who slapped me very hard and pat him on the shoulder, knowing full well he could probably smear me across this whole room
Yeah.
as if
I
I
want
was
to go
made
with
of
this
gel.
one.
Who are you?
It has the boomstick.
Oh, with Leopold.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of someone I know. Finds
Can't
bathrooms all the
find
time.
devil's weed.
I like
Anywhere.
bathrooms.
It's not devil's weed, actually. It is, is it keef?
Wacky tobacco?
Oh no.
Ganj?
Keith
Oh,
weed,
yeah.
Pathfinder, maybe.
There's a bunch of drugs here. I'm trying to find the one that's
Cavalry?
like most,
Stack
maybe
of
haze
DACA?
mind. Haze mind kind of feels like it sounds like it might. Oh, flay leaf. I bet it's flay leaf. +2 alchemical bonus against mind affecting effects and fatigue, and 1 wisdom damage.
Let's see. -2 strength. How long does it last? 8 hours of complete rest. Well, that's for regular fatigue. 1 hour. Okay. Cool. DC 12 fort save. Okay.
Let's just say you take 1 wisdom damage while you're high. And yeah, take a +2 alchemical bonus on mind affecting effects. I'm fine with that.
If I save. I save.
Oh, that's for the addiction.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not addicted.
Yeah, you're not.
Woo!
Cool.
Get the
So let me
benefit.
add this in my thing. Okay. Cool. I will add
Okay.
that.
All right. So, how do you guys want to? How are you suggesting?
Well, I had suggested that we break into two groups of 3 and 1 group of 4, and trying to get of like 1 of each of the group. So me, Crom, and Melva.
Melva. Sure. Oops.
She looks like she knows what she's doing.
What does she do?
She walks
what does she
over.
look like? What does she look like? The other two,
yeah.
Okay, got a loot and a knight. She looks
Yep.
like what, an alchemist or something?
A witch hunter, I think he said earlier.
Yeah, she's wearing like a kind of an overcoat, kind of like a
So we should
almost like a plague doctor's type garb.
We should split the bards
gotcha.
up, right? I think
It's up
that's
to you guys.
wise.
Yeah. So, and she's got like a tome that she's like pouring through. She's like, I'm looking for notes on haunted houses. There seem to be quite a few potential dangers. It is probably wise to allocate our resources in a way that makes sense. Splitting the bards up seems quite wise, and we've got some ranged and melee options mixed throughout. I think this is an excellent idea.
She's strategizing.
Abdicating? What does this word mean?
I don't think you're. I think you think you're casting a spell.
Mashing them together.
Don't you cast a spell on me! I'm not falling down another hole.
That one is a bit superstitious. Be careful with magic around him if you do find anything. What was your lovely name again? And
Delphine, I think.
Delphine. Okay.
Yeah.
Delphine, was it? Why don't you join me in this one? You seem to have your mental faculties about you, and I seem to be losing mine by the second.
I can't imagine why.
She says,
Gotta get ahead of that whenever we get done with this.
I think she kind of gives you a once over, and she says, yes, I see you've partaken in Shaggy's flay leaf.
Yeah, what do you call that variety?
I call it a blendica.
Zoinks! This one is Jesus Christ, I don't know.
It's
Hempel
hilarious
razor?
to listen to
It's
a
a
bunch of
blendica.
people who don't smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was
try to describe.
I was
a
like,
blend of
let me just
weed.
reach into my weed smoking knowledge, and I fucking lifted up the lid, and it was just like cobwebs,
A fucking moth came out.
mothballs, and I was like, oh, I don't really have a lot going on here. I watched Pineapple Express, but I'm not sure that's gonna help us.
Well,
yeah.
That will help.
I think Shaggy just goes, "Oh, this one here, this one's," and then he just like stares off into space for like 15 seconds, and then he looks over at you and just goes, "Hey, like what's up?"
like he just
Everybody's looking at me.
transcended for the last 10 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, Jack, maybe go a little easy on that stuff, huh?
Yeah, there won't be enough for me whenever we get back.
No worries. I don't. I think one is good. I'm gonna stick to my rum.
So we're
but you
going
could-
in 2 groups of 5?
You could
How are we
mix
doing
them.
this?
Probably the group of 5, just because
Okay.
I did the math and I realized I am the only one from my group here. It's been
from
a
your-
night.
Yeah, from Carrying Crown group or from
Yeah.
like the original one? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, everybody else seems to be back where they started.
Two groups seems like it might work actually best. Probably easier to manage. Frederick and would you care to join? No, I'm talking to the other Fred. Sorry, there's two.
Yeah.
I turn to the knightly Frederick.
Is fine for me.
Well,
Let's
Frederick
start
did
off.
call him the bold.
Ooh, I do like that. The bold.
Yeah, Freddy the Bold.
Yeah, you go first.
As
if
they're
you wouldn't
leaving,
mind.
I'm gonna be like, "Good luck, you two. And by the way, if you find a theater, please do not tell me where it is."
Okay, so I think the best thing that we can do is go like alternate room by room.
Sure.
I'll go with that.
So let's start off with this group. You guys move.
I'm giving myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Survivor powers.
I'm giving them to you when you shit in a. You're giving yourself survivor powers.
I convinced the group to split up and search for clues.
Yes, that was a good one. All right, so you head into the next room and find what appears to be the library. Just shelves upon shelves of books, stacked here and there.
Oh boy.
It looks like it's been abandoned. There's like cobwebs and it looks like my knowledge of weed smoking.
I look over at Shaggy and says, our Frederick, he's a bard too. He's pretty knowledgeable. Does this look like anything to you? You mentioned you were a bard.
Does it look like anything to him?
Yeah, it's a library, but like any notable books or anything. I don't know. Smart people.
He kind of walks through look here. You do not think that this guy is very smart. Let's just say that. He walks through and he looks around and he goes, well, all of these look pretty interesting to me. Of course, I never did learn to read.
Oh. Oh boy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd say they all look equally interesting.
Jack leans over to Saria and says, perhaps we chose the wrong group.
I was just following a wall of meat. So I look around and I'm looking for
All right.
anything that looks like out of the ordinary or like anything's been disturbed, like some sort of living presence. I'm looking for something alive or indications that it has been moved.
Interesting. Okay. I don't think you see anything alive. I think the thing that you would note most is that these flowers that are planted here are wilted and dying. But from what you probably put together about this house, it's been abandoned for years and years and years. So you would think everything would be fully dead, not in this in this dying state, right on the edge, in between. They certainly don't look like they've been well tended.
Well, some things look a little less abandoned.
But the fire looks cold. It looks like it's not been used in years. Yeah, I don't think that there's much more beyond that you've picked out. Let's switch to. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay, let's go to the other group. What way are you guys heading?
This room seemed pretty interesting.
Okay. Well, that would be through this door.
I don't make decisions. I break things.
Okay. Feel free to head in there.
All right.
We'll move Melva in. Jack already looked through, opened that door and looked in. Yeah.
Come out, scary things.
There's two suits of armor off in the corner. You see a door here, which you can probably guess where that leads. There's a door there, and a couple doors that go kind of deeper on into the mansion. But this looks like it was more or less a breezeway. type of thing. And I don't know if there's like any
Grand Hall.
Any specific there's any like specific features of interest in here.
Crom's gonna go and sort of like poke one of the armor stands, just out of idle,
just
fancy.
like idle curiosity. It kind of rattles a little bit, and then like the helm just like turns over at you and just kind of shakes its head, and then it resumes its stance posture.
Well,
is there a painting on the wall with like eyes that look at us wherever we are in the room?
No, but I think that the painting. Okay, all right. Yeah, fucking do it. All right. Yeah, I don't think it's more or less unattended. So I'm gonna say that you trashed this suit of armor.
Had to be sure.
No, I don't blame you at all, Crom. It looked right at you. I saw it.
It kind of scatters all around. Give me perception checks.
And then a wolf face appears on the floor.
Oof.
Sorry, that was the wrong one.
Stealth. And it's a very bad one.
It's very not good.
For some reason, Eliana's just like, ah!
Trying to hide in
I'm hiding
the
while
suit.
screaming.
Eliana, when he smashes the suit of armor, it like falls to the ground, like clanking and jangling. Like you couldn't have made like a louder noise, except maybe if like Leopold pulled the gun and like started shooting. And as he does that, you hear a sound above you through the house. You hear like the sound of footsteps. Doom, doom, doom. Kind of walking above you, and then they just sort of like taper off and disappear.
I think we have company upstairs.
I'm gonna say,
and I don't think it's the other party.
Leopold, you heard it as well, and I think that it sounded like big heavy footsteps.
Which way were they traveling? On the roof or ceiling? Like that way?
Yes, it was going like from here. Oh, it's going like from like this direction down like this direction.
Something's upstairs.
And something big, like maybe bigger than Crom.
That's big.
Big,
Jack
sneaky boy.
That sounds like Crom in that room, so perhaps we should go this way, guys.
That's actually not a door there. It's just here or here. It's actually there's one door. There's two doors. There's one to go back out to the main hall, and then there's one to go into the room that your computers are already in.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
What's this thing on the wall? The blue, is that a window? Is it a kind of?
Oh, it's a
looks like
couch.
It's like a sofa.
I think it's
It's
like
a couch.
sofa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at like a.
Yeah, I think
Never mind.
the three
I
walk
see
up
it
to you
now.
and Shaggy kind of walks up next to you and he's like super fucking blazed and he goes, "Yeah, man, what is that thing? Freaking me out."
Jack just plops down on it and says, comfy.
Now that you say that, sorry, I do see where there's like a kind of like a weird forced perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jack just like taps his hand on the couch next to him and is like, "Anyone want a seat?"
I think we have better things to do.
If you're like inviting someone.
I'm
He's
inviting
hot as hell, so
whoever wants to come.
trying to get shagged.
Yeah,
by
I think
Shaggy.
I think Shaggy just like sidles in like right next to you, munching on some kibble, and he's like, "What did you say this was, Sarya? What did you like mistake that for?"
I couldn't tell if it was like a window or a door. I thought something was on the wall. I couldn't tell what it was though.
Yeah, he sits down next to you, Jack, and he goes, "This is the comfiest door I've ever sat in."
Well, we can make room if anyone else wants to sit down, but I guess we could also return to searching for clues. This flayleaf, wow, this shit's strong, dude.
He goes, "It's okay, man. It'll pass soon." And he pats, like he's patting you on the shoulder, but he's just patting the arm of the sofa.
Jack gets up and says, I didn't see anything else in this room. Delphine, Bold Man, Freddy,
Frederick the Bold.
Freddy the Bold.
Freddy Boldman, Law
Freddy
Services.
for my friend.
Did you guys see anything jumping out at you guys in this room aside from all these dusty old books?
Well, I see quite a few clues in here. Unfortunately, it's going to take quite some time to read them all. And he says, he seems to be just gesturing to literally all the books in here.
You mean to say that you plan on reading every book in the library of this mansion?
My guess is that the hint, or one of the clues to this mystery is probably hidden in one of these books. We just have to read every one and see what it might be.
Is there anything particular about any of the books or the titles or...
I don't think at this juncture there's anything that would particularly tip you off.
Okay.
Quite a few of them are about like dark magics, but I don't think that there's enough. I don't think that you know enough about the situation to be tipped off by any one individual one.
Okay.
Jack looks to Freddy and says, on the other hand, perhaps there are other clues that will lead us to the right book that has the clues you're talking about.
Let's go back to the other group for a second. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I was looking at this doorway here, but didn't seem like there's anything in this.
Are you wanting to go upstairs to follow those footsteps?
Well, we often don't go looking for trouble, but I'll make an exception this time if we can get out of here.
There's trouble. We go and we deal with it.
That does seem to be.
So you
our
are one of
purpose
those
here.
folks.
That does seem to be Crom's kind of MO. And Melva kind of walks up, and she seems to be like shadowing behind Crom, big strong man that he is.
We find all the ignitable material that we can too, and we bring it into this room. Don't ask me why.
I'm
like
not
where
sure
your
it's
head's at, Crom.
it's a great idea to burn this place down. Plus, look, everything's damp in this whole place. Have you noticed that everything's damp everywhere?
Literally dripping off the ceiling.
I have a theory that monsters just sort of emanate this dampness, because it seems like every time you find one of their hideouts, you can't burn it down.
The only way monsters make dampness around me is whenever I spill their blood. Come on, let's go.
All right. Which way are you?
Do these lead up to the stairs here?
Oh,
or...
yeah.
So this is basically like kind of stupid. Like he the way that I didn't make this map. I think like these stairs literally just like lead down to this like privy that is like adjoining.
It's a toilet.
Yeah, it literally is like a. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Like, I think that's literally a toilet that's like joining this other room. And it doesn't. The way that the map is put together, the stairs don't make any sense. Is what I would.
Okay.
Is what I would say. They seem to lead to the same level that you're already on, which is why I have my own staircase. Yeah. So where are you interested in?
Does the staircase go up, or is it?
No, I should treat it as a hallway.
Oh.
Maybe there's some stairs over here.
Yeah, we'll check there.
Okay. Open this door.
Yeah.
So, Crom,
Huh?
tell me what spooks you so bad about magic? I gotta say, we don't have really one in our party.
They get into your head, make you do things. I've a couple times almost killed everyone I adventure with. It's actually kind of funny seeing it on the faces. It wasn't fun doing it, but
like hearing that, it's like you kind of see him sort of reconsider maybe not going with Crom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
don't
take
worry.
some steps to deal with it.
We controlled them enough.
Against control.
And you're I think Saria once said that Saria. I get it. Oh no, it is Saria. I don't know why because I called her Saria the first time I met her. I was like, wait.
Fair enough.
Sorry, you said you were a druid.
I am one of the finest.
I'll say.
Frederick flirting with her?
Frederick looks at Crom and just has this like fucking stupid grin on his face.
Yeah.
I know. They're kind of embarrassing. And I just take a big old handful of kibble.
Well, if you remember Clem's backstory, he has a thing for redhead.
Yeah, but
there's both Melva and the druid here, Ileana.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they're like all redhead.
Melva doesn't have redhead. Melva's or at least Velma's a brunette.
She's a
brunette, yeah.
She's supposed to be brunette, but
Nice auburn.
here she has red.
Delphine is very much a redhead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Close enough for
They'll have
Jazz.
a three-way.
So those stairs do lead up to the second floor.
okay.
He's running, trying to get ahead of it to fight it before we can get there. Come on!
Are you taking them?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's not very good.
What'd you do?
I rolled stealth.
Oh, your stealth. Okay. Boop ba-doop.
Do we all roll it?
Do you guys?
I mean, Crom just sprinted up the stairs. I don't think we need to. I think whatever's in there is gonna know once Crom axes him in the chest.
Okay. I think that they lead up to like right here. To this room, which seems to be like another little. You guys are literally just snaking your way through just the hallways, but you're covering a lot of ground that way. Yeah. So that kind of leads like up to where Eliana is right now. Which seems to be just like a kind of like a. I wouldn't call it a servant's hallway, but yeah, it's a landing. With another selection of doors to check.
If we find another hallway, it's gonna be a banner, isn't it? I
understand what it is with all these big
detect
houses.
magic around this area.
What do you need all these separate rooms for?
Well, you.
I don't know.
I mean, the whole place is magical. Very similar to when you guys were in the other place. But I guess you were passed out, or Eliana was not conscious during that.
Right.
And I'm not magical.
Yeah.
So.
Look around.
Come on, don't feel bad.
I should probably
They're all
bring Melva in with you guys. Yeah. Let's go back to the other group.
Yep. Jack said, like, you said there's only the door we came in and this door right here that goes to where. Okay, cool. Jack says to Freddy.
There's nothing here. Shall we continue on?
Yeah, let's look around for a clue that might lead us to a specific book rather than trying to read all of the books in the library. I'm not a very fast reader myself. I don't know about you, Freddy the Bold, but and I know this one here can't read.
I've never met a book I couldn't vanquish.
I mean,
and Delphine kind of like rolls her eyes.
We could always, well, if you want to read them, we could split up a little bit further. I'm sure there doesn't seem to be any danger in this room. I wouldn't feel bad leaving you here.
I'm just sure there's a clue in here. And he kind of like starts perusing over the books. I think that's an excellent idea. I'll stay here and read over the books.
Excellent. Well, let's continue. Delphine, Zarya, Shaggy, where would you like to stay with Freddy the Bold? Would you like to join us? You don't seem like much of the reading type.
He says, well, zoinks! I guess I'll head along with you guys. Just kind of like stumbling along.
Cool. And I go into this room and notice the pile of armor on the ground and say, "Yep, Crom was definitely in here." Can I hear like which direction they kind of went off in?
I mean, I think you can. They probably like left the door open up here.
Okay, yeah. It seems they might have gone up that way. Perhaps we should check out this one right here. And he points to this door.
I don't think Crom was being particularly quiet.
I don't know that Crom understands that concept.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you open that door up.
And what do we see in here?
Fucking rolled like 5 6s in a row. Like
5 what?
5 6s in a row.
6, 6, 6. And you didn't need to roll one more.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, I just kept rolling it. I'm using event die to like see what happens. It's like, without spoiling anything, lower rolls are bad things. Higher rolls are for safety. And I rolled 6 every single room. Nothing but 6s. Okay, yeah. You walk in, and this appears to be almost like kind of like a cloakroom, to some degree. There's not really like a lot going on in here, but it looks like this is probably where like a guest's belongings might be stored before they like headed into the dining room or something like that.
Are there any guest belongings left over from previous guests?
Interesting. Yeah, I think that you find a cloak hanging on the wall.
I investigate the cloak.
Okay. It seems to be kind of like torn up, but you do find. Let's see. Yeah, you find a note in one of the pockets of the cloak.
What's this? And then Jack opens the note and reads it.
Okay. It appears to be written in like a kind of a flowery, flowing hand. I will paste it here for you. Would you like me to read it?
I mean, I'm reading it right now, but did you have a voice for it?
You know what? I think it's better if you just read it. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Sorry, take a look at this. It seems to be from a former tenant.
Okay. So, someone moved in at some point. Helpful.
They didn't think it was haunted, but there's no. Or maybe this person is the tenant that we're supposed to be evicting. Of course, the Night King won't, or Lantern King won't give us any. I don't know why I want to call him the Night King so badly.
Yeah.
You did that before too.
I know.
It's because we talked about Game of Thrones so much.
You know what? That's probably it. We shouldn't have talked about Game of Thrones right before this.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I wish the Lantern King would be a little bit more forthcoming with the previous tenants. Delphine,
you recognize the name?
Shaggy.
Old Jasper?
I don't, but perhaps you two. You said you had explored here earlier. Does the name Old Jasper mean anything to you?
They walk up, and they go. Delphine, I think, walks up here and takes the note and says, Well, we did have to stop for hay for our mounts on the way here, and there was a hay station attendant who went by Old Jasper. He said wanted to know where we were headed and advised us to turn back. But well, Freddy can be a bit bullheaded about that sort of thing. You understand?
Yes, I tried to convince him to leave the library, and he decided to stay there, despite wanting to. There's so many books in there. Who would want to read so many books?
Just tackling them in alphabetical order.
Anyway, did the man say anything else about the house, other than that you should turn back?
Well, he didn't give us a full rundown of its history. He just insisted that it was haunted. And that nobody ever stayed for long, and the only ones that did stay for long didn't fare well. He seemed to imply that some tragedies had happened here with the previous owners.
Interesting. Well, given the Lantern King's interest in this place, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some dealings with some form of unnaturalness. We just continue and see if we can find more information about the owner of this cloak.
A good idea. Let's go back to Darp's group. Darp and Leopold and Crom and Zoo and Melba.
Group B.
Yeah, Group B. That's much easier to say.
Those footprints, they went south, so that'd be this door probably.
Yes. But you think that that's fair.
After
Okay.
you, Crom. You want to handle it?
Are you opening it?
Whoop. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah.
I had my mic boom up. Yeah. Crom's okay. All right, be ready to rush in after me. All right, come on, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And,
Okay.
Oh my God! It's another hallway.
Like sprints in and like bounces off the wall and like falls into like a pile.
I mean, I couldn't have planned this. Like, you guys open it up and find another more or less featureless hallway.
God,
There's
what's
another
wrong with this place?
There's another suit of armor over down toward these stairs. And it kind of shivers when Crom runs headlong into the wall, shaking the entire floor.
Crom, I think I saw that suit of armor over there move.
Serious? Not having any more of that shit. And I go
No.
and I hack this one to pieces too.
Give me perception checks.
Oof. Probably can't hear anything over the fucking armor getting obliterated by Crom.
Eliana, you hear that muted thump and drag again. That sounds like footsteps that you had heard before. And this time it's coming from like this direction. And it seems to be getting a little closer and closer with each step.
Guys, there's something, and I point over here. The footsteps, they get much louder.
Is it on this floor?
Roll initiative.
Oh crap.
Actually, let me. Oh, you guys still have your old initiatives. I forgot. I was like, how do they still have initiatives? And combat manager is frozen. This is great.
VTT got taken off the extensions in the Chromes.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh wait, what happened?
It's no longer allowed on the Chrome store. So you have to install it manually.
Okay. The door kicks open, and a figure comes shambling into the room, and immediately turns to look at you all, and it's moving at a sluggish pace, but it is this like ghoulish undead with like leathery skin, sort of stretched tight across its skull, and it's got glowing red, like burning eyes as it turns to set its sights on you, and it lets out kind of like a groan as soon as it looks at you.
I'm imagining some kind of like Three Stooges-esque. Yeah.
It's not quite like that, Frederick.
No, us.
Your turn for... Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yikes.
I don't think that's going to be enough to identify more than the fact that it is undead.
Have I heard any local knowledge about this? Perhaps at the hay station when old man Chinkins told him.
Oh, Jasper? Old Jasper?
Jasper, yes.
I doubt it.
Sure, if you roll well enough, I'll give you something though.
Nope. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, I don't think
that.
you know enough to connect anything. Yep. Frederick.
No, it's Crom first.
Is it?
Leopold's first. He's got 21.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
am I...
It hasn't been sorted.
I think my shit's fucked up. First off, get rid of the people that aren't even here.
I don't even know. Does Melva even have weapons?
I don't think she does.
Oh god. Can I spend one of my move action to move her, but like to my right, to get her out of the way? Like, careful,
I mean,
Melva.
I'd allow you to do it if you're gonna do that.
I'd rather her not get obliterated.
Eliana
in
has
3 seconds.
4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She rolled a 1.
Okay.
Well, see, I don't know the effectiveness of guns on this thing just yet, so
Alright.
I'll move her
Are
out of
you,
the way, and
Are you moving her there? Yeah, sure.
yeah, and then I'll take a shot at this thing.
Okay.
See if that. So 21.
Your shot seems to just kind of thud into this thing's like, admittedly kind of like armored body, but it doesn't. Oh, it's touch AC. That's right. Is that a full round or is that just one shot?
No, just the one shot.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot it, and it takes 7 points of damage as your bullet kind of flies through it, but it doesn't even hardly seem to notice.
Well, that's not good. I'll do a swift action and reload.
I
Okay.
assume that the other group probably heard that gunshot.
Yeah,
Yeah, unless you've got a silencer on there.
sure don't.
Prom.
I need a silencer
Well.
the size of a watermelon.
You know what I do, baby.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Crom pulls out Bloodlight. Not that I guess he raises Bloodlight up in the air and does the ah! And goes rushing at that guy. I just wanted to make sure I got my rage turned on.
Sure.
And goes rushing at this guy
Okay.
and takes a big ass swing,
Okay.
doing that power attack.
Good.
Take it down, run it back. I'm the only one threatening him, so that is a 31 and a 25.
I'm not seeing your roll.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no,
rolled it. It's up on.
I had this glitch yesterday in my
Yeah,
game.
we had it the other day. It's roll 20. It's fucking up. That's a 31 and a 25.
31 to hit and a 25 for the second attack to hit.
Okay. They will both hit, or they'll both miss. Effectively, you slash at it, but you find this thing is like it. Your sword digs in like through the body, but it doesn't seem to do anything to this thing. To this creature, it just kind of looks at you, goes.
Oh.
It's his turn. And it's gonna attack you. That is. Oh. Okay. It wrenches this cleaver back, and slashes it at you. That is a crit threat. 27 to confirm. No, it's a 30. Yeah.
Oh.
It crits you for 59 damage.
Oh.
Jesus.
You run at it just like sprinting at this thing, and you slash at it, and it seems to eat your punches like fucking nothing at all, and it like reaches back, calls back, and plants this cleaver, the like best melee combatant in your party, just caught a cleaver like real fucking deep into his pecs. Frederick. Crom's blood like splatters out against the wall as this thing slices him open and eats like two of the best attacks you've ever seen him throw, I think.
Okay. I think I can do inspiration as a move action now, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's do inspire courage.
Okay.
We'll start that bad boy up. and that'll be my move action. And then for standard, let's have a. I will. This is a lot of spells.
Yep.
Yep.
A lot. I know it's gonna be a bit much. Considering we haven't played these characters in months.
I will cast. Let's go for slow on the Monstie.
All right. What's that do?
Opposite of haste. They're staggered. It's gonna be a. I think it's probably a will save. Let me check. Yep, it is a will save.
Okay, it's not a mind effect.
No, it is transmutation.
Okay. Uh, 15 to his will save. It's already pretty fucking slow, but yeah, staggered is fine.
The DC is 17.
Okay.
So you are staggered, and you take a -1 penalty on attack rolls, AC, reflex saves. You can only move at half your normal speed. Yeah.
Just gonna add staggered as a condition to this creature. Crom. Or no.
Mine.
Wait, how's it? Is that Crom, the old turn from before?
Probably.
Yeah.
We don't see that one.
Eliana.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna draw out my quarterstaff and then cast Shillelagh on it.
Okay.
I don't think. Can I move too or no?
It's a. Did you not have your quarterstaff out?
No.
You can draw your weapon as part of a move action, so you can effectively move and cast.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
And Shillelagh's a swift action, isn't it?
No, she hasn't.
No.
On that one? No. Okay.
No. Well, the Boys and Girls Club it is.
Oh, okay. That's why I was thinking up.
Yeah. Leopold.
Real quick, from the other group, can we move?
Roll initiative and.
Follow the sounds of gunfire.
I think let's do one more round with these guys, and then we'll sort of cut the camera to you guys and see what you're doing, because you don't. Okay. I don't think you know that. I don't think you just know that there's combat happening.
No, we just heard a gunshot.
Gunshot, though,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, we know something is up.
Well, you heard Crom yell.
And Crom.
The music
that was
is
probably
awesome.
louder than
third of my hit points.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's probably fair. Okay.
So, this thing
yeah,
when I. Go ahead.
Let's do one more round with you guys, and then we'll go check in with Group A.
When I shot this thing, did it pass through it in the sense of it was a ghost, or did it pass through it in the sense of it just punched through the armor and
it punched straight through, but it didn't look like this creature was very phased by being shot.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step forward, aim really carefully, probably between Crom's legs, and I'm probably gonna try to shoot its kneecap because we might have to run from this fucking thing.
Okay. I guess not many of you have survivor power or survivor points right now to play with.
Yeah, no, we don't have.
Yeah.
Wait, do I still retain my grit as normal or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I will be doing that then.
All right, you're shooting it in the leg to try to knock it down.
So that's a 30 and a 7.
Okay, well, it's definitely going to hit touch AC. The 7 will miss.
No, 7 damage. It's a single shot to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. This is the bullshit thing that the DARP hates. Okay. Yeah,
I just never use it.
and it's staggered, and you shoot it in the leg, and it's kind of leg like buckles out from under it, and it like falls to one knee, but it's also slowed, so it looks like it's in it's in like very it moves like it was already moving like extremely sluggishly when you guys saw it like enter the room. So you think this thing is like implacable, but not it's not a fast creature. Crom.
So it's prone now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try to hit this guy again.
Okay.
And see if it does anything.
Prone is a -4.
-4 to melee, +4 to ranged.
Ranged.
Yeah.
No. -4 to hit.
No,
in melee.
No,
No.
he has -4 AC.
No.
He has
yeah.
-4 AC too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was about to say that sounded like the
That's
opposite of.
that's the reverse.
As soon as it. Okay, I hit the button. Give it a second to show up.
There we go. I see that one now.
Okay, so my roll is a 28.
Okay, that will hit.
And the second one is so I think the other one was the 24, which is what I rolled previously. So yeah, that doesn't hit, but
the 24 will miss. 28 will hit.
And that does 31 points of damage.
How are you doing this?
Okay, so he's like flopped down prone on the ground.
Yep.
So I think I take my sword in a big overhand swing and I just bring it down like across like the width of his body. Like I'm literally like trying to chop this guy in half.
Yeah.
With this stroke.
I think. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. As you're doing that, you swing, and the first one like catches like fucking big meat. And it like carves like a chunk out of this guy, and it's like sort of like tearing its armor off. As you like rear back the second one and bring it down, though, it just like reaches out with its hand and catches Bloodlight as you're doing it, and you're able to like wrench Bloodlight free from its grip, but it like tilts its head up to you as if it's like fixing you in its memory, like it smells blood on you.
Mm-hmm. So, as part of my attack, I'm going to use my Bone Breaker Bracers.
Oh, okay.
As part, so I'm going to activate these to inflict a horrific injury on an opponent. If the attack hits, make a DC 14 Will save.
Interesting.
So
he rolled a 15.
God damn it. Okay, well, never mind.
Damn, that sounds cool.
Well, because I was going to be able to inflict a -6 on his strength or dex or con.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Oh, damn it! I forgot I had that. Never mind.
Oh, everybody make will saves for me on this thing's turn. As it I think it's going to use its action to stand up, and that will provoke. But it's also going to. Yeah.
Very good will saves.
All right, let's see here.
How is your
It
will
says they
better
must
than mine?
succeed a will save, but doesn't say what the will save is. I'm gonna say it's like 14 because I feel like that's like appropriate for the character.
I don't think anyone's will save is better than yours, too.
Never mind, I read the dice wrong. I read the parentheses as the plus instead of the plus as the plus.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's higher than that. Leopold, you succeed. Eliana, Frederick, and
Well, it depends on what type of effect this is.
It's mind affected.
So is it a
It is
charm
fear.
or compulsion?
It's fear aura.
Okay. So it's an aura. So there's no like sound component either. Okay. Yeah. Then 13.
You guys are shaken. Crom and Leopold are not. But the rest of you are. And Melva says, I think we should get out of here. And I'm going to cut to the other group because that actually was the first turn of the next round already. And I forgot.
You forgot.
That doesn't sound good.
That does not sound good. I just heard a gunshot, and that was definitely Crom screaming. Perhaps we should go find our friends. It sounds like they might have encountered a bit of trouble.
I'll grab the bowl from the library.
Yes, he might be quite useful.
Yeah, I think Shaggy goes, Zoinks, they must have found quite a fright up there.
Well, we're sort of in the habit of killing monsters, and he kind of like... I'm going to spend... Can I like jump in initiative order and run up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll initiative. We'll say that since you guys were separated, that's like the price you pay is the like 2 rounds of whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna run, so like full round action to get all the way up to them.
Okay.
Which I don't know distance wise how far that is. Like this is like 60 feet, and then I can go 120 if I'm spending the full round. So I want to end up here.
You don't know.
Well, I don't know like the stairs because like there's.
Oh, they're just whatever they are. Like this is them going up, so it's what you can see. It wouldn't change.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And join
That's
combat.
Your full round action. It's just like sprinting up the stairs and like bursting through the door. Right next to Leopold, who I wonder if how he reacts to this. Saria.
Okay. Can I run but like zip by the library?
What do you mean?
Because I was thinking, well, I wanted to go towards it so I can shout to Freddy that he should come with us, and then however far I can go from there.
Okay. All right. So yeah, however much.
I'm not sure how far I can go with that. That's 30.
Probably the same, right? You have a 30-foot movement, so.
Yeah.
However much that was.
What does that number say? 105. So from
so
the top
you probably be able to
like
make it like just
feet.
in here. Yeah.
Okay. I will do that, and I'll be like, Freddy, we've got action. Come on.
He looks like he's he's like almost 10% of the way through A.
Joy.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go back to their turn order. Say that these guys are doing the same thing. I'm actually gonna make them roll will saves. That's pretty good. Yeah. They start following you guys pretty much immediately. Okay. It is the creature's turn. He's going to stand up, and he's staggered, so that's all he can do. Turn.
So, attacks of opportunity?
Yeah. Remember, I can't see you.
Not hit.
It will not, unless there. Do you take that AC penalty while you stand?
Attacks of opportunity happened before the offending action, so he would be still prone during the attack of opportunity.
Then yes, that will hit.
Okay, so I'm attacking with reckless. No, I don't need to do that because that doesn't do damage. Never mind. That's a 29 on damage.
Okay. Pretty good. A lot of punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Frederick.
Okay. I am currently shaken.
Yep.
For how many rounds, or just like forevers?
as long as you remain within 60 feet of this creature.
So am I afraid of it? Like, is that something I can't... Can I move towards it?
I think you can still move towards it, but you are definitely terrified of it. It's like, yeah, it's eating a ton of like damage that that you have seen like extremely powerful creatures have be killed by.
Right.
And it doesn't seem even like minorly bothered by it, and also deals like incredible damage to your companions, or has dealt it to Crom.
Okay, I'm going to use the old scorpion whip. Let's get up close enough. Let me apply shaken.
Okay. Eliana, gonna.
Okay.
Just start getting your stuff ready. I want to try to keep it moving as much as we can.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Interesting.
Is it my turn?
I don't see shaken.
As a debuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a -2 penalty on attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
Alright, so I'll roll attacks and we'll just do -2s.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is already stood up, so I think that
there is going to be inspire on this.
How much is inspire? +1?
Currently
+2.
Does that
so that just negates
It'll negate shaken.
Yep. So 27 flat.
Yeah, that will miss as you hit it with the whip, but it doesn't seem to find any purchase and do much. Eliana.
Oh, okay. Terrified, but I'm gonna try to hit with my quarterstaff.
I think
Isn't that 29? Because you have improved trip.
I'm not tripping. I was attacking him.
Gotcha.
One question though: does that include the -1 from slow in his AC?
It would still miss,
okay.
But yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, mine's a complete miss.
Yeah, that's a hard whiff. I don't even think he knew you. I don't think he's sure you were attacking him. Leopold.
This thing is getting the shit kicked out of it.
We should get out of here, Jinkies.
Well, I wouldn't go running off on your own just yet. I think we've got it. Also, Jack, what?
Actually, as you're doing that, she says, "Fuck this," and she's gonna use the survivor objective.
Every man for himself.
Which is now not available to you guys till
until
combat is over or somebody dies, and she's going to disappear as she goes sprinting off in a direction. None of you are quite sure exactly where she ran off to, but she's fucking booking.
So I turn around and see her just book ass, and I'll turn back around and Jack is standing next to me now.
Yeah, you hear ka-thum, ka-thum, as like one door flies open and the other one flies open right next to you, and Jack just like appears.
I'll turn and point the gun and be like, "Oh!"
There is no door here. Crom smashed it to bits as he pushed.
Oh yeah, that's true. He just trained right through it. There's just a Crom-shaped hole in the wall there.
Big enough for anyone to walk.
I'm stepping through it as Velma closes the door off in some distance.
We're joining the other side of the house, and I'm just gonna fucking try to carefully aim and not hit Crom in the back, who is already very hurt, and shoot this thing.
Okay.
The last one probably didn't.
Against touch AC, so the first two will hit.
If it has DR, I have clustered shots right now, so it would be 13 and 10, so it'd be 23 before if it had DR.
What bullets count as bludgeoning and piercing, right?
They do.
Okay. That's such horse shit. Okay, so that's 21 total before DR and all?
23, because point blank.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you punch another bullet through it, and it takes it like a champ.
Good God, it's not dead yet?
Yeah, it looks like it's winding up. Well, it's undead.
Well, yes, but...
So it looks like it's not doing super awesome. Jack, make a will save, I think, as you enter the room. Actually, as you're running up the stairs, you feel this aura of fear just like...
I'm gonna use my Charmed Life on that reroll.
overwhelm you.
Oh, son of a bitch. Inspired courage gives a +2 against fear.
Okay. So you're not shaken. Right?
I think
what
so,
would your
right?
roll have been? I think
my
you
roll
were pretty
was 13,
close.
so it would have been 15. Is
that would
cleared?
not would not have cleared it. You would have been just shy. Okay.
Actually, no. Charmed Life doesn't work that way. Fuck.
Okay.
So wait. Yeah. Charmed Life adds my charisma to it, so let me figure out what that does. Okay. So it adds 4, and then Inspired Courage gives me another +2, so that's a 16. And then if the mind affecting from the
well, you shouldn't know what the DC of it is, so try to.
I know. I'm trying to tell you what like my roll is.
Yeah.
Correct. The Flay Leaf is another +2, so my roll is a 17.
Okay, that will do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you burst through the door, and you feel like terrified and like you need to run. But then you kind of realize like running's hard and you're really hungry and you're like very lazy right now. And maybe it'd be easier to just kill this thing than it would be.
That don't look fun, guys. Whoa.
Take your turn as normal.
I'm gonna go up here and attack with clarity.
Okay. I don't think you're shaken or anything, right? So you are going to, you'll slice pretty deep into this thing, and take. I think you actually take one of its arms off at the elbow, and it doesn't even fucking blink.
Cool. Does clarity surge in my hands as I attack?
She does indeed.
Sweet.
He looks pretty beat down. Sarya.
Okay. I'm gonna run in or move.
Okay.
And actually, I think that's as far as I can. I think I can only get in. Let me see how far that is. Actually, no, I can't remember.
Depends if you're running. You'll take like an AC penalty. You do like a full.
See how far I can move. 5, 20. Well, I think regardless, it'd be a full round action just to get here, and then I will stop, and that's all I can do, just to get up.
That's just your move action, right?
Well, no, that'd take 2 move actions, because I only have 30 feet of movement. Unless I'm misunderstanding these hallways.
I think you might be misunderstanding the hallways. Because you were down here, right?
Stairs. Yeah.
It's like 40 feet.
I guess you're right.
Because it's like 60 feet to get here.
Yeah.
Right down there. But I don't want to go in the room, so I'm going to go here.
Well, you're within 60 feet, so you still have to make a will save. But I think you can hear Frederick's inspirational song as you get up there. Okay. Crom. Sorry, you barely decide not to leave as you feel this. Your skin starts to just crawl, and you feel like a chill running up your spine as you get closer and closer to the door. And as you move into it, you just have this feeling of like whatever's on the other side of that is absolutely going to kill you. And this
I can animal, see it, can't I?
I think actually, yeah. I think there's no door there now.
Yep, there's no door. Yeah.
Yeah, you can straight up see it. Whatever's on the other side of the doorway is going to say, but you're able to kind of rally, Crom.
Yeah, I do the thing.
Yep.
Attack with reckless abandon.
Sure.
Fuck. Yeah, it's a 29 and a 21. So.
Yep. They will thud into it, but not make it past.
7s.
It's undead carapace. I think this thing is going to cleave. Yeah, it's going to kind of rear back with its sword and attack Jack first, and then just go on down the line. That is a 28 to hit Jack.
I forget my AC. That is enough to hit me.
Okay. It slices you open.
Oh wait, I can opportune parry and riposte. I forgot I have that.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. I forgot how to play this character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof. It's a good roll, but yeah, it's
not enough. So it's
not gonna beat it. You raise Clarity up to try to like parry the blade. But you feel when the blades meet, you feel her shriek in your mind, as if like the voice of your holy sword is in unholy agony at touching this other blade of his, and it's not even like speech, it's just fucking animal screaming as he bats Clarity aside, slashes through you for 29 points, continues to slash into Eliana.
Staggered.
Oh. It's not additional action.
It's a standard action to do it.
It's a standard action to cleave. So that'll be a 27 to Eliana, which I'm sure is going to hit.
Yeah.
For 29 points, and it crit threats Crom.
Motherfucker.
Again.
Okay, well, I'm going to activate my buffering cap on, so before you give me total damage,
okay,
if you will, because I haven't used this thing before. When I'm struck by a critical hit, I can spend an immediate action to convert the bonus damage of the critical hit into non-lethal damage. The cap has no effect if the wearer is immune to non-lethal.
How often can you do that?
Once per day.
That's worth it, I think.
Yeah.
It's very worth it for this one, because that is a 34 to confirm.
Yeah.
It double critted you.
Yeah. He's critted me both times he's hit me.
No, I'm saying he crit you on
crit.
Confirm crit.
Yeah.
But it didn't confirm the...
They got greater cleave, apparently. That's a little unnerving.
Yeah, this is,
I mean, he's pretty much immune to damage from so far. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, so that'll be 56 damage, Crom. Non-lethal. Because you...
So it's only the excess damage, only the critical damage. I'd still take the regular damage.
All right, the regular damage is 28, and the critical damage is... Wait. Rolled 20. Damage is 28. The crit... Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually tell you the individual damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's all it can do, because that's a standard action. Frederick.
Okay, so what was the...
Okay, so 28 for both.
28 for both, gotcha.
Sorry.
You alright?
Fred. Eric.
I'm going to cast Ear-Piercing Scream on the target.
Okay, what is that?
DC 15 fort save.
Okay. Is that a mind-affecting effect,
No.
or... Okay.
It is a sonic effect.
Well, he just nat 20'd his...
Jesus fucking Christ.
His will save. Is Combat Manager bugged? I've never rolled this many nat 20s, like, in this small of a space. This is intended to be a tough enemy anyway. But, yeah, I think he went up by 5 CRs. Can't roll anything but fucking 20.
Okay.
Yeah. Eliana.
Okay, Carl, I don't remember.
So
Unless you wanna
you'll
move
take
as
half
well.
damage, but you still take damage. But you're also not dazed from it. So I'll go ahead and roll damage while you go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step this way. I
Okay.
can do that. Okay, and then I forget, Crom. I can heal you, right? Or are you resistant? It's been a while.
No, I
Not
have to
super
make
good.
a will save.
Oh, you
have
did
to
take
make a
super.
will save.
So
Yeah,
already
I took it before.
that's
Okay.
already halved. So it's 7.
Okay, well I'm gonna try to heal you for serious. I'm
I
gonna
think it's a will save.
Just think
Yeah.
of attack more than once
Well.
a turn. That would be bad. Wow,
You
so
guys are dogpiling on him pretty well right now.
yeah, but that is some
What
bad
is
luck,
this
Zoo.
DC for your third level?
Well, it's
spells?
17. So
So my
if we
roll
got a
right
17,
now- Say what? Yeah, I'm higher than that.
Yeah, so you resist.
oh wait, it's a level 4.
Cure Serious is level 3, I thought.
So it's 18. Okay.
So what are we doing?
So I did a cure serious, and the DC
God.
it's an 18. So you roll a 17. So does he get healed?
17 plus 4 because of superstition.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so you resist the healing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's look into that more after this, but we're gonna finish this out and then put a pin in it for tonight anyway.
Did you get my damage?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Leopold.
Sweet God. I can't believe
It's
this.
Shaggy and Delphine catch up to Saria running around the corner. Shaggy probably thanks to the being high as fuck doesn't seem super phased, but Delphine takes like one look in here and she immediately goes, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit." Seems to be like in a fearful panic. Who is that? Is it? It's probably
it's
old
not
Jasper,
anymore.
probably masquerading for some reason.
Well,
Yeah,
unless
you
old
go in and
Jasper-
tear off its head and see what happens.
I'm not very good at that. We've never killed anyone before. Leopold.
I laugh.
It's
when
already
she
dead.
says-
It's okay.
I turn and go, "Welcome to the party, Miss Glenmeyer," and I'm gonna just start firing at this motherfucker. Hopefully,
She just like holds her shoulders, and she just starts like shaking. Sorry, going. Monsters aren't real. Monsters aren't real. Monsters aren't real. Monsters aren't real. Leopold.
oh shit.
Is that a full round?
It is a full round. The final attack is going to be a miss.
Okay. Well, the first two will hit, so that's 20 damage total.
22. Point blank.
22.
And then I have misfired, so my gun is considered broken until I clear that.
Okay.
And I miss, obviously.
Your bullets do well, though. They thud into this creature. Jack.
Jack Jones.
This thing just like spun with its cleaver and just like half gutted all three of you with one swing.
Jack Jones steps behind it and says, "Crom, we got this. Don't let me down." And Jack is actually going to do the thing that Leopold does, and he's going to target and strike this thing in the shins.
Okay.
So I have never actually used this. I only watched you do it. Okay, so it's just a normal attack, and if it hits, he takes damage and is.
This is like this is the gunslinger swashbucklers. Cool. Okay.
Takes damage as normal. So
you hit it. So that would be okay. And then what does it do?
Knocks him prone.
Okay. Actually, as you kind of like slide around behind this thing, tell me how. You know what? Tell me how you want to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Jones steps behind it and goes to like chop at its knee to like knock him out. Knock the knee out, like the other knee, because the other one is shot out already. And I think instead of like just kind of hitting it, he kind of chops through the leg entirely, and it kind of falls to the ground onto Crom's sword, which had just been like laid there after his last attack.
Yeah, that's perfect actually. This thing like reached out to catch itself, and it just gets like impaled on Crom's sword, and it just kind of writhes for a moment, and then like looks at you, Jack, and just goes. and then
it is old man Jasper.
And then yeah, it's old man Jasper.
We heard you cough, so there was like a cough after the groan.
He collapses, and Shaggy kind of comes in, and he's holding his lute like over his shoulder, like he's ready to swing at it. And then he goes, he wanders over to you guys, and we will clear turn order for now.
Wow,
and he runs over,
rusty.
and he goes, I knew it. It was, and he reaches down to grab this thing's chin, and he goes, "It was old Jasper the whole time." And then he yanks a few times, but nothing happens. And then the body just slowly kind of turns into ash, just floats away.
No, I think you might be wrong.
And this creature disappears. And he just like stares down at it, and then stares over at you guys and goes, "I'm way higher than I thought I was." And
No,
I think,
that was real.
I think we will put a pin in it.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
I have a
on the
quick
ground.
out game question. So, Crom has kibbles. I have the good berry spell. Can I? Is it possible to use the kibbles as the berries or no? Okay, Chris is shaking his head no.
Do you have the package of the? Wait. So the good berries.
Chris
good
says no.
spell turns
Normally-
berries into.
You need
Really?
actual berries. You can't use kibble.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe it'd be something.
Yeah,
I figured it out.
Oh, can they turn into Scooby snacks?
Oh,
Crom,
that's great.
you take a pack of the kibble out, and you look on the back, and you look at the ingredients, and it says
Stooby
berries.
snacks. Stooby snacks. Or doobie snacks.
Crom, you actually realize that this kibble is just berries.
I've just
It's
been
actually
eating raisins.
the name of it
time.
is just berries, but for dog.
Oops, all berry.
Actually, I like the Scooby snack idea. Yeah, for this session, the Lantern King has gifted you with good Scooby snacks, and you can turn kibble into good berries, effectively. Thanks, guys. Sorry it took so long. I was like putting everything together, and I kept thinking like, "Oh,
You
sorry,
did
I'm almost
great
done.
for
I'm
what
almost
you've
done.
done.
I'm almost done." And then I was like, I actually have so much to do that I didn't really like.
No, it was awesome.
I hope you
was very
enjoyed it
fun.
and it wasn't too stressful for you.
It was, but I knew it was going to be fun and worth it.
Okay.
So,
Crom is fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's why I
encourage
threw
you
that out there.
in the intervening time to take a look at the powers objective,
Right.
and to perhaps consider the ideas at play here. When you look at how many of them rely on people's deaths and things like that.
Yeah. Well, like,
We have spare people.
yeah, no, we do. I was actually going to run off to try to find Melva, but then I saw the cleave nearly take everybody out, and I'm like, I should probably.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I could get some points for that. Then I'm like, oh boy.
Well, it's okay. You guys have done it. You defeated. That was the monster. There's no other monsters. So
It's just
the rest of it is
spooky
just
room.
it's just exploration and chill, calm time. So there should be no problem at all.
String of music. Like, that's where it would go. Is the.
I'm fine with running this again next week, or well, actually tomorrow. I'm probably gonna like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
We're
drinking.
gonna be
Yep.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah.
I
Good.
mean, the last time that
Tomorrow's
we
actually
mixed
Halloween.
alcohol. The last time we mixed alcohol with D&D, there were so many fucking nat 20s throughout the night
It's
that you guys
true.
were shit-faced about halfway through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was a great
I
night.
remember that.
I
I
wasn't
don't-
that drunk.
You're not that. So I'll probably run this on my
Actually-
next session or next week if you're cool with it. you want to run Carrying Crown next week, and I'll just do mine the next following week? Like normal.
Well,
it'll be like normal, except Travis will be our guest star.
We could do. Do you want to do like Wednesday, Thursday next week?
I'm fine with that. If everybody else is.
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay.
Play back to back.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
A double header.
That'll be.
While we're still in the fall.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to. It would be, I think, kind of nice to keep it like somewhat close to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But